doing?
Nothing.
You're not running away, are you?
Don't be stupid. Why would I do that?
Well, you've been in such a funny mood lately.
I'm fine.
You would tell me, wouldn't you, if something was wrong?
Of course I would. Hurry up. You'll be late for the school bus.
Okay, Cal. Bye, Mum.
Bye, love. Have a good day.
Don,
What?
be lucky.
Cheers, Cal. And you?
Hang on a minute, young lady. We need to talk.
What about...
The whole family are putting in extra hours at the shop.
What's the point? You're selling this dump anyway.
That doesn't mean to say you don't pull your weight.
You know where you can stick your shop.
Don't you talk to me like that. Why, you're still living under my roof.
Oh, go to hell.
I'll talk to her. Kelly, you can't keep treating Mum like this. You know how worried she's about selling that shop. I mean, it's a difficult situation for all of us, but you've got to make an effort. You can't carry on like this.
I know. Don't worry. I can promise you it won't happen again.
Viv, where's Kelly?
Wish you were here, Dad. Never felt so alone. Sorry I never turned out the way you wanted. I did try, but somehow everything always seems to go wrong for me. Guess it's my own fault. Maybe Viv was right all along. Maybe I was just born bad.
Morning, Kelly. Glad to see you keeping your father's memory alive.
Can I talk to you?
Of course. Call at the vicarage tonight. We'll fix up a time.
I meant now.
Sorry, I'm running a little bit late. I could, maybe visit sometime this afternoon.
No, it's all right. You're obviously busy and it weren't really that important.
All right. Anytime.
Right, how's it going?
It's going to be a while yet, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's okay. It's good of you to come out so early.
That's all right.
How's Kelly?
I was hoping I'd get a chance to talk to you about that. She's been in a bit of a funny mood recently. I just wondered if you and Paddy had noticed out at surgery.
Morning, Kelly. I've just seen your sister getting on the school bus. She seems to get bigger every day. They must be feeding her well. I remember you all coming up from London, just nip as you were then. And here you are, married woman. Look down, Clive. Are you all right, love?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Looks as if you've been crying to me.
I just got some grit in my eye.
Oh, that explains it. Of course, if there was something wrong, it sometimes helps to talk about it.
I told you, I'm fine. But I'm in a bit of a hurry now, so I've got to go.
Where to?
The Sugdens. I've got to pick up some samples for Paddy to test. Bye, Seth.
Ta-ra, love.
Cheers.
The last time I saw her, she was upset. She's got a bit behind with her work, can't concentrate for long.
Oh, she's still brooding about not having her own place.
I'm sure something will come up for you soon.
Viv offered us a cut of shop money. Still couldn't afford to buy what she wanted. I reckon it turned her head, you know, working up here, seeing what sort of life Kim and Frank led. And
I have to admit, it'll take you a long time to save up to buy a home farm.
I want to if I could. Lost a brother and a sister to this house. I hate the place.
Sorry, that was really tactless of me.
Oh, no offence taken. And it's not exactly been too kind to your family either, has it? I'm surprised you've wanted to move back.
So am I sometimes, but Chris has always felt we belong here, and I suppose I do too. This goes for me as much as you, but I like to think we've made a fresh start. Things will be better now.
I hope so.
Roy, I really do love you, in my own way.
I told you, you're barred.
Oh, come on, Viv, this is getting really stupid. You could do with a business.
Maybe, but it's a point of principle. I'm not serving an employee of the Tates when they're trying to ruin me.
I've only come in for a packet of tea bags.
Sorry. But I hope you'll tell your boss how very inconvenient it is having to go into Hotton for everything.
Still no sign of Kelly. Of course she's with you.
No, she's not with me. And if you do manage to find her, can you tell her not to bother coming into work today? Or ever? Because she's sacked.
Well, she's done it this time.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what she's done. She's in a very strange mood this morning.
Oh, she's always in a strange mood.
You know when I had a go at her for how she talked to you? She promised me that it'd never happen again.
So?
Well, the way she said it sounded like she could promise that because she weren't coming back.
She's always like that.
No, believe me, Mum, it was different.
Come on, we got to find her. Look after the shop, will you please, Terry?
I thought I were barred.
We'll only be 5 minutes. You can take the tea.
Lisa, you seen Kelly?
No. Well, what's wrong?
Well, we're not sure. We think she might have run away or something, gone back to London, maybe.
Why would you want to do that?
Why would Kelly do anything? Given up trying to understand her. She's more trouble than the other two put together. Now she's lost her job.
Well, maybe she's gonna find Roy. She wouldn't leave without telling him, would she?
Where is he?
Up at home farm, fixing Zoe's car.
Thanks, Lisa. Come on, Mum, she might still be there.
Hang on. Seth? You haven't seen Kelly, have you?
Aye, about an hour ago. Why?
We're a bit worried about her.
Well, she did seem upset. Looked as if she'd been crying.
Did she say where she was going?
Well, that's the funny thing. She said she'd to get some samples from Sugden's farm. But I saw her heading up towards Pavilion.
Thanks, Seth.
Thanks.
Are you still here, Roy? I thought you were supposed to be fixing Zoe's car.
I asked Roy in for a cup of tea.
Well, that's the trouble with the British workman. Spends more time on tea breaks than he ever does working.
It is my car, my tea, and I'll do what I want with it.
Yes. All right, so I should be getting back to work anyway.
There really was no need to be so rude to him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm only a guest here, but I didn't realise that meant I had to grovel to tradesmen.
Roy is a nice lad. We can hardly pretend that we don't know the family.
He is a waste of space, Zoe. I've told Kelly she'll never be happy till she leaves him.
Oh, so you can get your hands on her again.
Now that was a cheap shot. I made my mistake with Kelly and it's over. But I'm still very fond of her. She's a bright, ambitious girl, and a yokel like Roy can only drag her down.
Well, it's locked. If she was here, she's gone now.
Right, we'll have to go and look at Home Farm then.
Oh, well, you can if you like. I've got a shop to run. I've spent too much of my life chasing after Kelly.
Mum!
What now? She's been writing a lot of letters.
None to us, though.
Open it.
Where's for Donna?
Might tell us where she's gone.
Dear Donna, I'm sorry I had to leave you and that I couldn't say goodbye properly. I hope you understand why and that you never make the same mistakes I have. Please look after Dad's grave for me, as I know no one else will. Oh, my love, Kelly.
Roy, I really do love you in my own way. That's why I can't live with what I've done to you. So, by the time you hear this, I'll be dead.
Kelly!
Kelly! Kelly!
I don't know how many she's taken, but the bottle's empty. Well, she left early, so, I don't know, a couple of hours? Yeah, she's got a pulse, but it's very weak. She's hardly breathing. I don't think she's got very long. Yeah, OK, yeah. They can't get an ambulance to us for the next half an hour, maybe more.
She could be dead by then.
Yeah, I know. So we're going to have to do the best we can. Look, the ambulance will be coming down the Skipdale Road, so if we make our way down there, at least we can meet them halfway. And if not, at least we get her to hospital. But we need some help, so go and see who you can find. I'll phone Roy. If I'd have known it was going to end like this, then I wouldn't have come back to the village. I wish I hadn't. Sorry, Kenny. They wouldn't understand.
Scott. She what? Yeah, I'll tell him, but I'll be coming to the hospital myself. Look, you've got my mobile number, yeah? Please, let me know if she regains consciousness or... Yeah, of course.
What's happened? Who was that?
Scott. Kelly's taken an overdose.
No.
And what a waste of her life. I mean, she was so young. She could have had anything.
We have to tell Roy.
Well, I've got an old mattress in the back of the van. At least we can make her comfortable in there.
Well, come on, we haven't got much time.
Shouldn't be long now. 10 minutes or so, I'll have a run in, sweet as or not.
Roy, just leave the car. We've got some bad news.
What's happened? It's Kelly, innit? She's had an accident.
Not exactly, no.
She's taken an overdose.
You wouldn't do that.
I'm afraid it's true, Roy. Scott just phoned.
Right, it don't make sense. Why would she take her own life?
Look, we don't know any more than you do. They found her in the pavilion. It was lucky they did. Well, no one's using the place, Roy. It could have been days before they looked there.
She's still alive, then?
Yeah, just.
Can't die. She can't die.
Go on, Zach. Move it as fast as you can. Not long now, love.
Come on.
Get out. I've got you
Look,
this
Auntie.
time. It's got to be reckless driving and I've got enough witnesses. Kelly has taken an overdose. We are trying to get her to the hospital.
Well, what are you waiting for? Follow me.
Why didn't you talk to me? If she were that unhappy, why didn't you just tell me what was wrong?
I don't know.
We're near the hospital. She's still alive.
She's in good hands now.
Aye, certainly moved quick enough.
I radioed ahead so the crash team were ready and waiting.
Well, thanks for your help. And you, Zach.
Oh, that's okay. Just hope she pulls through.
I'm sorry I jumped to the wrong conclusion.
It's okay, love. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, you more than most. So you better just hope I'm not there to see the next one. Because your card's still marked.
Haven't you got anything better than this? I wouldn't even cook with that.
Look, I don't even work here. Viv asked me to look after the shop for 5 minutes, and, well, I haven't seen her since.
Yeah, it could be a while. Lisa sent me to tell you Kelly's in hospital. She's taken an overdose.
What?
I can't believe it.
I can. I always knew that young lady would come to a sticky end. Well, someone's going to be a vengeful wife, though.
One more crack like that, Eric, and you're going to end up in hospital yourself.
Lisa's just told me about Kelly. Is there any news?
Yeah, well, she was still alive when they got her to the hospital, but the signs aren't good.
She came to me for help this morning. I told her I was too busy. If I just spent 5 minutes listening to her...
Hey, you can't be sure of that. I mean, not until we find out what this is really about.
I know one thing, Terry. If I'm too busy worrying about parish business to care about someone in need, then I'm not doing my job properly. I've got to go to the hospital.
Where is she? With the doctors.
We've been waiting for news since we got here. I think we should leave them to it, Chris.
I want to stay. I want to know what happens to her.
Maybe. But I think the family needs some breathing space. They've got things to talk about.
Chris said you found her in Pavilion, but what I don't understand is how did you know?
We were lucky Cecil heading that way.
No, I mean, how did you know how to start looking? How did you know she was trying to kill herself?
We didn't. We thought she was running away.
We don't know any more than you do, Roy, so we've all just got to wait for a doctor to come and talk to us.
I can't just stand around when I know my wife could be dying. I am Roy Glover. My wife's just been brought in. She's taken an overdose. I've got to see her.
Well, it seems like she took your advice. She obviously intended to leave Roy one way or another.
I never meant anything like this to happen. I care about Kelly. I just wanted her to be happy.
But not with her husband.
I don't need you as my conscience, Zoe. Okay, I handled things badly. I just hope nothing I said pushed her over the edge. Either way, you can forget your lecture. I feel guilty enough already.
Glad to hear it. You've got a lot more than that to feel guilty about.
Mr. Glover.
How is she?
I'm afraid her condition's still extremely critical. But we can let you have a few minutes with her. Yeah. Just her husband at the moment. I'm sorry.
Sounds bad.
Whatever you think, I do care about Kelly. We don't know what was going on in her mind. Probably some man involved. Well, you know what she was like.
That lets you off the hook, does it? Because she was easy. I expect Tom Bainbridge used that excuse too. The truth is, she was a child, Chris. A confused little schoolgirl. He was her teacher. He should have protected her. When she went to work at the holiday village, that is not the sort of work experience you should have been handing out. It's Roy I feel sorry for. He's the only one of you that loved her for herself, not what he could get. I don't know what the last straw was either, but I am sure of one thing. You started her on the road that led here. You and all the rest. If she dies, you killed her.
Is she going to be all right?
I really can't answer that question yet, Mr. Glover. She's still critical. We've pumped her stomach, but we're just going to have to wait to see how she responds. I'm afraid she's already lost the baby.
What?
I know this must come as a blow for you, but if she comes through this, you're both very young. There's still plenty of time to start a family. Please don't expect too much. She's still unconscious. She won't know you're there. But I thought it might help you to spend a few minutes with her.
Thank you.
Come on.
Understand what's happening. I don't know why you did it. Why you didn't tell me about a baby. Whatever it is, whatever's gone wrong, we can work it out. You can't die. You can't leave me.
Sorry, Mr. Glover, you'll have to leave. Come on. Defibrillate. Charging 200.
Charged.
Stand back. Shock. Pulse.
No pulse.
Charging 200.
Charged.
Stand back. Shock. Pulse.
No pulse.
Charging 360. Stand back. Shock. Pulse.
No pulse.
If you have been affected by issues raised in this programme, you can visit itv.com/advice for support information.